Gelato Princess. It is quite a ship. It holds about 4,000 people. Today I will be talking about the top spots that I find worthy of mentioning. There's some areas that have a lot of different things in them, so we'll be checking that out. It is not your typical walkthrough tour. It's more of a what I think is top spots for this ship. So let's get started. And I deliver helpful cruise tips and inspiration for your future cruise travels. So the first spot I'd like to talk about, that is Deck 5. It is the atrium of the ship. It's kind of the heart of what is happening. You will find all kinds of activities there. There's hula dancing, there's Zumba, there's entertainment, vocal and musical entertainment throughout the ship day. There are cocktail demonstrations and some beanbag tossing and all kinds of things that you'll find there. So it's really fun because the way that this ship is set up, it's circular. So you can look down, and this is towards the forward of the ship. It's circular, and then so decks 5, 6, and 7 can all look down and see what's happening. So it makes everybody feel like they're joining into something, and there's lots of dancing at night. So that's why that is one of my favorite spots. And also on Deck 5 you will find the International Cafe, and that's a great place to grab a snack. They have really good avocado toast in the morning, and they have pastries all through the day. It's open 24 hours a day for coffee. You can buy your coffee card there, so I definitely always pretty much go there twice a day. And there's also the Vine Wine Bar, which is a really nice little area. It's a beautiful little bar that people go and have cocktails, or you can just actually sit by the window and enjoy the view. So I like to sit there sometimes and just relax. There's not a lot of outdoor space that's covered, so you kind of have to find your spot inside. But this is the 5th floor, and it's very comfortable seating. And if you're lucky enough to get a window, you can grab a snack at the International Cafe across the way. Come here and have a continental breakfast, or just relax. I notice people doing computer work and reading, so it's a really nice spot. And so I just did Zumba. I'm here for drinking water, but I just wanted to say the Vine Bar is what it's called. Is one of my favorite spots. This is how the Vine Bar looks, and then across to the far right is the International Cafe, past the stairwell. This is a very busy floor and happening on Deck 5. Also across the way there's Good Spirits Bar, and that's similar to this other bar, but it's in a lighter, more TVs and more sports oriented. They do cocktail demonstrations there. That's the Good Spirits Bar. Then we also have a gelato place right next door to the Vines Bar, and that is very popular for people that are interested in having gelato, but that is a paid for thing. You have to buy that. And next to that is a little chocolate shop, or a little confectionery store too. So all that area is pretty always busy and happening, and directly above that is Alfredo's Pizza on Deck 6. And that is free pizza. That's kind of like an atmosphere of a restaurant, and you order a pizza and then you do pay for your drinks. Deck 7 is also a very happening place. You will find the Crooners Bar, which is a great place to have a cocktail or listen to live music. They also have a place outside the door of Crooners that you can sit on the deck and just enjoy the view for just on like a promenade type deck. And also they have a thing called the Ocean Terrace Bar, which is really a nice little, almost like a sushi bar that you can go up to, and it's reasonably priced sushi. They prepare it for you right there, and it also has some shops up there. Also, if you go further down the deck towards the after the ship, you will notice there's Princess Live, which is a place for really good for seminars or for some karaoke or trivia. It's a little smaller space, but it has really nice screens to read things in. Actually went to see a talk on, it's an advertising person, and he's really good in advertising. He's been very successful, and so he's just giving a lot of information about algorithms and advertising, and it's a good business class. So I just went to that, and I really found that very helpful and informative. So it was almost like I think he does teach also in a university, so that was interesting. So you have a variety of things here on this ship. And also further down, then you'll find the Wheelhouse Bar, which is a very beautiful bar. Again, it's just a place to gather, and I noticed that it's right next door to the steakhouse, the Crown Grill Steakhouse. So people go there for a cocktail before they go to dinner, and they just decorate it for Christmas, so it looks very festive, and it's in dark wood. It's really pretty.
It's a nice big bar. There's hardly anybody in here right now. This is the Crown Grill.
And then further back is the Vista Lounge, which is a lot of fun, and that's where they have a lot of karaoke.
It's now or never. Wow, wow, wow. It's now or never, everyone. Let's hear it for Huang.
They do trivia. So that whole deck of 7 is a fun place to be. The library is there. It's right across, or a little like adjacent to the Wheelhouse Bar, and that is stocked full of games that you can play, and there's all kinds of cards, and there's some books, not a lot of books, but there are some books. So people go there to just hang out and play games. And then of course you have all your shops that are all around. That whole deck 7, 5 and 7 are my favorite spots because they are so action-packed, full of things to do. What I noticed on this ship, the Royal Princess, I was on the Grand Princess last year, and it had a promenade deck that you could walk all the way around. But on this ship, it's a little larger, and they have changed the design a bit, but there is still a little spot off of the port side of deck 7. Another one of my favorite things on deck 7, and I'll say this is a number 3 option, would be the port side, the left side of deck 7. If you go outside there, you'll notice a wooden deck, and there's some teak chairs that are out there with cushions, and it's a nice quiet spot to just, there's about 12 chairs, and you can just hang out and enjoy the beautiful view. There's not a big crowd, it's quiet, and it is a little bit protected from the wind. But there isn't an actual promenade deck, a wooden deck that circles the whole ship. That doesn't exist on this ship because it's a larger ship. So they have a jogging track on deck number 18. And so you can just do a 7 laps is a mile, but there is no promenade deck. So this is the closest thing to it, and they do have the chairs, like I said. 16 is the pool area, and it has a really nice fountain pool that they do a fountain show of lights. And there you can find a big space where they do a lot of the line dancing poolside, and that's a lot of fun. There are some hot tubs, there's lots of lounge chairs and towels to just lay out, and Movies Under the Stars is located there. And also to the very front of the pool area, you'll find 2 places to eat. There's Prego Pizza that's really good. There's Trident Grill that is more like burgers and hot dogs, and you can buy a lobster roll for $15 there. And that whole deck of 16, you have the buffet that's a little bit aft, and that is a very good place to go anytime you want for a snack as well. But if you're at the pool, you might want to just enjoy those 2 other things just for something different. Also on that deck, there is a thing called the Skywalk, and you can walk through this glass paneling. It's just a little walkway, but you can look down, and it's kind of a special thing that it goes out. I'll show you some footage on that. And then right near that is Swirl's Ice Cream, and they all offer the ice cream. They serve it to you like to have that to take to the pool or to eat either a cone or a bowl of ice cream. So far we've talked about Piazza Deck 5, we've talked about Deck 7 with the outside promenade space, and we've talked about the pool area Deck 16. Now we'll be talking about the sports court. It has a nice jogging track that goes all the way around it. Like I said, 7 laps is a mile, and when you walk towards the after the ship, you'll notice that there's a sports court for basketball. What's really popular right now is pickleball, and it's unhosted, but they seem to be doing tournaments. There's quite a lot of interest in that. It's always busy. And then right next to that is a driving range, so people practice their golf driving range. And also, if you go up above one level, you just take the stairs right there. There's a mini golf type thing up stairs to practice more golf. So that would be my number 5 top spot. Number 6 is the Sanctuaire.
The Sanctuaire offers adult-only relaxation with new features and private cabanas. It is a 20% larger space than on other lines, and it has added 4 Sanctuaire cabanas where there's a distinct white canopy cover, and there's rock gardens and special topiary planting with atmospheric lighting, and there is some lush lounge chairs or circular day beds. It runs for $20 for a half a day, $40 for a full day. The cabanas are something new, and it actually has things like a TV and noise reducing headphones. And they also offer 2 spa cabanas are there, and you can do your spa treatments, and there's a lot of different packages you can purchase. So it's massages and gourmet food and beverage offerings.
And then right next to that is an adult only retreat area.
The weather, it's beautiful today, sunny, warm. This is the retreat on how it should look on a good day. This is the adult only area.
And that has a few padded chair lounges. It has a little pool. It has some cabana style things for shade. But yesterday when I was there, it was a bit windy, so I think the wind could be a problem. Like I say, there's no actual solarium with an overhang space. It's enclosed. Everything is open, so when it's cold outside, you can't really go over there, or you can, but it's kind of cold. So Sanctuaire was 6, and we're doing retreat adult only 18 and up is number 7. 8 is the fitness center. I really like their equipment. They have an exercise room. They do have at cost classes. They have Pilates and yoga. They do spin classes. So you'll find in the gym all kinds of equipment and really high state-of-the-art technology. It's not too busy. People are using it. There's a good jogging track. So that's why this is one of my favorite spots. Do note though that the bathroom does not have a sauna connected to it. That would be in the spa that is on the other side of the ship. So they are not interchanged like on some of the ships you go on where the spa is connected. So they are separate entities. But a lot of the equipment there is pretty good. It's very modern and new and in good shape. So you can see from my footage that it's a popular place. And aside from the dancing that you can do with Zumba, you can always check in here at pretty much any time. There's always something going on. They do some morning stretches, they do guided meditation, and there's all kinds of programs for whatever you're looking for. You can talk to the people there. The spa is quite a nice, it's very large on deck number 5. I had a tour of it when I first got here because I wanted to do the spa raffle, and they brought me all through the spa, and it's very, very nice. And it's like I say, it's not connected to the fitness center like most ships I've been on do that. They're in completely different areas of the ship. What's a big draw are obviously the massages and that type of thing, but there's something called the Enclave. I believe that's how you pronounce it, and it is a room that's a thermal tub. It's kind of like a Thessalon spa where you've got your sauna and your steam rooms, and you have the rain showers and the ceramic heated chairs, and and there's even 2 waterbed chairs there, or little lounges to lay on. But you can buy that, a package for that. It costs, she said, $49 for 1 day, or the whole package for the week was $300. It seems to be a pretty popular option, so I thought that was kind of a nice feature of this spa and of this ship. I mean, the spa stuff is always going to cost a bit of money, but they keep selling me on the fact that I'm on vacation and I should really enjoy that. So I don't know. I haven't done it, but it was nice to look at that. It looked like it would be really nice. So of course you always have the casino. That seems to always be a factor. I would not say this is a very large casino, and the machines are not that modern, and they're not anything that I've seen recently, but they seem to be pretty busy, and people seem to be having a good time. And then of course we have the Calypso Cove shopping. That's pretty fun. People seem to really be shopping a lot. They have a lot of princess memorabilia there that you can buy. They have Love Boat things from the show, and then they have some sales now and then. They have last year's items for sale and things like that. So they have some specials, and then they have the watches and the makeup and all those things you can buy. Liquor, cigarettes, chocolate, things like that. Nice clothes, sunglasses, that type of thing. And last but not least, at the aft of the buffet, if you keep walking out the door, you'll find a nice Horizon terrace. But they have couches back here and chairs, so it's very comfortable, and it's actually in the shaded spot. I had no idea this was here, but this is the very aft of deck 16 right out of the buffet. So that is one of my favorite spots because it's covered, so you're not in the sun, but you can enjoy the weather and the view. And it's just, you can eat out there, or you can have a drink, or just enjoy it. And then right above that is an actual sun deck, and also the smoking sections in that area as well.
Next week's video will be about the complimentary dining aboard the Royal Princess, so make sure you check that out.
I hope you have enjoyed this video. I do have a playlist to check out, all about how it is to go to Hawaii, what to expect, how you should pack, and also just about the food and room and that type of thing. So make sure you check out my playlist. And if you have found value, you learned anything, or it's been entertaining in some type of way, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate that. And also consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Make sure you check out my